Hello friends, myself Professor B.D. Bhoknar, Botany Department, Associate Professor, KTHM College, Nasik. Now today's topic is now the distinguishing characters of pteridophyte. Now see here the example in case of Selaginella. Now in case of Selaginella, the plant body, it is not thalloid, it is distinguished into root, stem and leaves. Next slide. Now pteridophytes are highest evolved cryptogams. They possesses vascular tissue, hence also known as vascular cryptogams. It is usually grows on moist shady places. Some author called it as botanical snake because in case of pteridophyte that is in fur, now sarcinate vernation is there, and these sarcinate vernation in case of young leaf it look like a snake, and that's why these pteridophytes are commonly called as botanical snake. It represent 400 genera and now 10,500 species. The term cryptogams is proposed by the scientist Linnaeus. It constitutes a group of seedless vascular plant. Next slide. Most of the pteridophytes are terrestrial in habitat. It grows in moist, shady places, for example, now Xylotum nudum, Selaginella kraussiana, Lycopodium, etc. etc. Some pteridophytes are aquatic also, for example, Azolla, then now Salvinia, Marcellia, etc. etc. The plant body is not thalloid, it is distinguished into now root, stem and leaves. The sporophyte is independent on gametophyte for its nutrition. Branching may be monopodial, for example, equisetum. Now, in case of equisetum, it consists of two types of branches. Now, the sterile branch and fertile branch. Now, sterile branch it is generally unbranched and it is generally monopodial in appearance. It may be dichotomously arranged stem, for example, Selaginella, Xylotum, Lycopodium, etc. etc. The true roots are present in place of rhizoids. Vascular tissue is present, it means xylem and phloem, the conducting elements are present in case of pteridophyte. Leaves are of two types, megaphilous and microphilous type of leaf. Microphilous type of leaf which is smaller in size, while the megaphilous type of leaf now which is bigger in size. The vegetative part shows now the vascular tissue. Then the spores are produced within now a sporangia. Sporangia develop on stem or in the margins of leaves. Sporangia are produced in a group, and this structure it is commonly called as cone or strobilus. in some pteridophyte. Now such condition is present in case of Lycopodium, Equisetum, etc. Now in some cases or in some pteridophytes, sporangia are produced within a specialized structure called as now the sporocarp. Example now that is Marsilia. Now in case of Marsilia, the sporangia are axillary in position. This sporangial development is of two types. Now the eusporangiate and leptosporangiate. Now in case of eusporangiate, the development of sporangia it generally takes place from the single superficial initial cell, and this condition was seen in case of now Xylotum, Lycopodium, etc. Now in case of leptosporangiate, the development of sporangia it generally takes place from many superficial initial cell, and such type of sporangial development it is generally known as leptosporangiate type of development, and it is commonly seen now in case of Marsilia. Then next, sporophytic plant may be of two types. Now the homosporous type. Now in case of homosporous type, all spores are similar in size and shape, and it is present in case of Xylotum and Equisetum plant. Then the heterosporous condition. The spores are of two different types of spore. The bigger spore is known as megaspore, and the smaller spore is known as microspore. Megaspores are few in number and microspores are many in number. So these heterosporous condition which is commonly seen in case of Marsilia, Selaginella, etc. The gametophyte may be monoecious. For example, Xylotum. Now we take example of Xylotum now Prothallus. The Antheridia and Archigonia, both the sex organ, they are present one and the same prothallus, and this condition it is generally known as monoecious condition. Or it may be dioecious. It means in case of prothallus or gametophyte, the sex organ that is Antheridia and Archigonia, they are present on two different plants, and this condition is seen in case of Selaginella, Marsilia, etc. etc. The spores on germination it give rise to now the prothallus, and these prothallus it is generally haploid in nature. Then next point, stele is protostelic or siphonostelic. Now stele is protostelic. In case of protostele, now the xylem is present at the center and which is surrounded by phloem patch. While in case of siphonostele, now pith is present at the center and pith is surrounded by a ring of xylem, and ring of xylem which is surrounded by a ring of phloem, and such type of stele it is generally known as siphonostele. Then the next point, leaf may be simple or compound type. Now the simple type of leaf which is generally present in case of Selaginella, Lycopodium, etc. While the compound leaf, now the pinnately compound leaf which is commonly seen in case of now fern, or it is also present in case of now Marsilia. The gametophytic development is of two types, endosporic gametophytic development and exosporic gametophytic development. Now endosporic type of gametophytic development, it generally takes place inside the spore wall. It is seen in case of Selaginella. Then exosporic type of gametophytic development, it generally takes place outside the spore wall, and this case is seen in case of now Lycopodium. Antheridia. Now the mature Antheridium, it has multicellular stalk and globular body. Then globular body, it has one cell thick jacket layer, and this jacket layer, it encloses large number of now the androgonial mother cell. Androgonial mother cell, now it is converted into large number of anthrozoids. Archegonium. Archegonium is a flask-shaped structure. Now, Archegonium, it has a multicellular stalk, and now it has a flask-shaped body. Now, Archegonium, it has pointed neck and now the swollen venter. Venter consists of now the egg apparatus and venter canal cell. Neck consists of now the cover cell, then now the neck canal cell, etc. Water is essential for the process of fertilization in case of pteridophyte. Now, in case of fertilization, many anthrozoids take part in the process of fertilization, but among them single anthrozoid, it fuses with the egg and then it forms the zygote, and this zygote which is generally diploid. This diploid zygote, it undergoes for repeated division to form a new sporophyte in case of pteridophyte. And the last point now, that is the examples of now pteridophyte. Now the Rhynia, which is now the fossil plant, Xylotum, Selaginella, Isoetes, Equisetum, Marcellia, Azola, Ediantum, Nephrolepis, then now Teres, then now Salvinia, Glycania, Asmunda, Ophioglossum, Angiopteris, etc. Thank you.